Yeah.
Oh, word?
That's it.
Coffee and condoms.
So passive, woke up the
like that
masses.
new logo.
The eye was roused, they put on their glasses. The eye was gone, today reread the tablet. I am just a human doing shit you can't fathom.
Podcast with me, your host, Scooter, aka the Funky Grandpa.
Cash did the one for my silhouette. I just didn't like it. I didn't want to be on the show.
This is Coffee and Condoms, and you are tuning into the newest podcast going down. It's bananas. I am your host, the Funky Grandpa, aka Scooter.
My daughter was like, use that one. Don't use mine. Use that one. Okay, well, you bless it.
Yes, indeedy. This is Coffee and Condoms, man. I feel like it might be our 10th episode. You know what I'm saying? It's ninth episode. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Excuse me.
Hey,
Excuse
we
me.
don't argue no numbers.
Yeah, I am your host, Scooter, a.k.a. the Funky Grandpa. But to the left of me, I have a new person in the building. Miss Newman will be here. Terry is not here today. But again, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. To the left of me
Moasic. Nice to meet you guys.
and to the left of her.
Hold on, man. Let's go back.
Go back. Go
That's
ahead.
not how you do your introduction. This is a person that walks up to you in the street and give you a 20-minute intro before you even know her name. But she just said hi. So I'm just saying, we going back.
Right.
She going to do this
Now,
right,
when I
and
sit
then
back,
we going to do it.
when
Let's
I sit
get it.
back. I'm trying to keep it cute.
All
To
right.
your left, school
And
is.
to my left.
Anyway, I'm motherfucking Moasic Mirage. You can Google me, bitch.
That's what
That's
I'm talking
it.
about.
Google me, bitch.
She tried to be all
She went
subtle.
Trying to keep it cute.
Mosaic.
Yeah. This is Mosaic.
I'm a poet. I'm multifaceted. I do what your mama can't do, you know?
That's what I'm talking about. See, man, I need you to talk that shit. Man, if you don't know by now, I'm Jay Will, the comic man. We can talk facts all day. I won't argue your opinion.
I hope you can do what my mama can't do.
Man,
Because this shit I shouldn't want to do with my mama.
Sometimes that's
Like what
not
you
where your
heard.
mind goes.
Not at all.
I hope
Not
you
at
can
all.
fry chicken. My mama can do that.
Right,
But
right.
when we leave the kitchen, I need some other things.
Some
now.
other things that mama just can't
And
do.
I ain't tell my mama
Yeah.
about it.
This is not a movie
Man,
of
welcome to the show,
X-ratedness.
Queen. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Again, Miss Newman is on her way. But I got to start this conversation off with this. I got hit and ran like 2 days ago, man. Hit and ran. I got to say hit and ran because it wasn't a hit and run. They hit me, crashed their car, and jumped out and ran.
That's different.
Yeah, they hit and ran me.
Hit and ran. Still, it don't feel good either way.
And I could, tore my joint up and messed my whip up. And I was like, dude, and here's one of the funny things. When I got the door, because the door was kind of tight, I got the door open. I got the seatbelt. I'm so angry. The old man in me pushed me out that car. And I said, hey, motherfucker. And as I started to move, all the pain sat in. Blam. I said, hey.
Bass went out your voice.
All the
Volume
bass
went
went out
down a
my
little bit.
voice. That motherfucker took off and ran. I was close enough by the time when the second person got the car. I was like, you better not motherfucking run. Made it sound like I actually had some speed in me. I was like, tore my shit up, dude. Straight up. My whole shit was right. Miss
Here you
Newman,
go.
what's good?
Hello. Lo and behold and lo, these some teenagers that hit them.
Teenagers. Wasn't even supposed to be old enough to be in a car.
Crazy.
Yeah. Don't step on my
Come
junk.
on in here.
Me
Come on
too.
in here, Queen.
Yeah.
How you doing? Man, for those who don't know, man, Miss Newman is now in the building.
Yeah.
But we also got my sister, the one, the only, the controversy queen.
In the building.
Wannabe is in the building.
The wannabe in the building, baby. Come on, thank you.
So
Always love.
I'm actually sharing a story about how 2 days ago I just got hit and ran.
Oh, damn. We was just talking about that.
Yeah.
And
And
ran you?
yeah.
Hit and run.
And hit and ran. Crashed their car, jumped out and ran. And it was like some 13-year-old kids. Ain't that some crazy
White
shit?
niggas going crazy.
Dude.
Man, the life ain't
Yo,
good.
crashed, tore my shit up. Whole front end ripped off everything. I'm like, these motherfuckers. Then my insurance company want to say, well, we got to get it towed over here so we can see if it's salvageable. And I said, well, I could have sworn they said that the airbags deploy.
It's not
It's not
salvageable.
salvageable. They was like, yeah, but you had a 23 and a car that new we want to see. I don't want that back.
Yeah.
No,
I don't want that back.
Nah,
Yes, sir.
be scared to
That made me think back when I was a kid and I had to match my cars and that paint a scrape and it'd be a gray all the time. After that, you had that little gray
It's not
underneath.
red no more.
It's
I don't
not
want
good. I don't want this. I got two choices. They either get rid of it or I scratch all the paint off so it's primer gray.
Yeah. Oh no, we got fingernail polish. I fucked somebody fingernail polish up.
Yeah.
I was a matchbox. I was a matchbox girl.
Okay.
I was a tomboy.
Yeah.
So I was
She
if
painted
a
them.
little scratch. Yeah. Man, I didn't give a damn. I'd find some damn fingernail polish and paint that.
Miss Newman had a body shop before. It was a cool
A
thing to
body
do.
shop.
I did. I was
Bring
running
your cars
For
by
Hot
Miss
Wheel
Newman.
cars.
I
Bring
was
your
running
body
Hot Wheels
by
before
Miss
Hot
Newman's and
Wheels
she
was
gonna
Hot
repaint.
Wheels.
But then your paint job got the one
streaks.
paint color and then the other color's a little off and shiny.
paint the whole
It'd be
car.
bubbled up.
What color's that? Glitter me gorgeous. Can't even find that paint nowhere.
Yeah, I was doing that candy paint before there was candy paint on Matchbox cars.
Here's the thing though, man. If that had been me to hit you, I got your fault insurance.
Man.
I get the card. But for the next 5 months, the insurance company know nothing about the fact that I still got the card. So if that had been me, sir, you just been assed out.
That's some nigga shit.
You lost your car and a friend at the same
Yeah.
time. That's how that would have worked out.
Yeah, but I'd be scared to drive it after After
Yeah, real talk. Give me something new because I don't want to get caught up in trying to do a refurbished whip. I really don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, if insurance is like, well, this is what we doing, then that's what we doing. I guess I'm rocking a refurbished whip.
See, I always felt like it was like I had a Tahoe and I got T-boned.
I probably should to get hit in it again though.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
that's
mean?
the
Because
first
if I get hit again, that joint came apart. It was pieces underneath my car I didn't even know was part of a car.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, all this plastic is me?
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to drive that.
Yeah, I don't want that. It looked like, the whole
but that-
bottom
that-
part came out. It was ridiculous.
That's cold.
Yeah,
man.
but
I'm
I had
glad
to
you're
talk about
okay,
it.
my boy. We glad you okay.
Yeah. I'm moving around.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Did you pee on yourself?
Nah, I should have, though.
Should've.
I should
You get
have.
more money if you do.
Yeah, they said if you pee,
I
you
ran
shit
down the
yourself.
street and peed on my stair. I ran down the street and said, "Oh, my leg!" And I was running like a runaway slave. P was too. I said,
I think it's like $5,000 if you pee on yourself.
"Yeah."
Like
My
eight
friend
if you
said,
shit.
"Pee." No, I'm trying to
Yeah.
run. I said, "My leg."
Here's the
and I'm
coldest
running.
part.
My
Black
friend said,
people
"Pee,
would
bitch,
know
pee."
how to get money.
Yeah.
Black
Hey,
people know
say,
how to get money
hold
in
on.
whatever situation.
Say this again.
Black people know how to get money. Why is there so many of us broke? I don't, man.
Yeah.
You sit with black
'Cause
people,
they
they will
smoke
give
it up.
you the game. I never thought about it. If I pee on myself a
Yeah.
little bit doing an accident, my money gonna go up.
Yeah.
It's still what's crazy.
Automatically.
It's certain things that become hood connected or synonymous, and every black person you know it, right? Every black person you know, fucking.
If you
what
pee on
if
yourself,
you pee
you
yourself,
get
you get that
chain.
out of nowhere,
Yeah.
right? How we all just know that?
I think my black card should be revised.
Every
because
black-
I didn't know.
Well, you
Every-
are identifying as a rich white man now, little bro.
Every-
I'm coming back.
Every black person know. Watch this. Your social security number is a bank account. Oh, y'all didn't know that?
Every black person knows.
I thought y'all
Don't be
knew
letting my heat out.
Yeah.
Man,
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Mine's
Yeah.
every black
I mean,
person
I
know
can
you turn all the
identify my
electricity off during
But
thunderstorms.
it's not the same thing.
Yes.
You don't leave your lights on when it's a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
It's lightning outside, you
Yeah,
turn all
you
the
turn
lights
everything
out.
And
off.
sit
And
your
And
sit
sit your ass in the
down.
dark.
Shit.
In the dark.
The hell. And another thing, if you see me rolling and you see my damn tabs expired, bitch, get behind me.
A little bit closer.
I'm struggling, ho. I'm struggling. It's apparent,
Yeah.
it's
You
apparent
stay
that
on
it's
my-
apparent
Yeah.
that I'm struggling. It's apparent that I'm struggling if the shit is expired.
You
Fact.
follow me as far as I'm going.
That's right, bitch.
Right.
But at least shelter a motherfucker.
You don't let nobody cut you off or nothing. You stay right on
Yeah.
that person's ass because you
I guess
now,
we going slow.
man,
I guess we going
you
slow.
want to protect.
Yeah.
It's really interference. I do that.
You see
Yeah, I
me.
do
It's
too.
You
automatic.
see me.
Flag on the plate.
I
You-
parked towards
You
onto
see
me
these
in
kids
traffic, so
jumping
people
around
can't
in the
get
back
past
seat.
Okay.
You're gonna honk at me and act a fool?
Yeah,
I
and
can
I'm
act a
try- and
fool
I'm try-
further.
That's
Yeah,
right.
nah.
9
We
times out of
horizontal
10, I'm
now.
smoking a blunt while I'm rolling. I don't need those problems.
No, don't be honking at me because I'll get out the car.
Shelter a
I
bitch.
get out the car.
See? Hood.
I'm ignorant in traffic. I'm
Black
ignorant
people will get
in
out the car and
traffic.
don't
Girl, don't
even
be-
factor in that they may have something else in the
Lit.
other car. We don't think that first. If I get out this car, an ass whooping is about to be administered. It is to your degree whether you take it or not.
But
Let
did
me
you-
tell you, when these cats hit me, instantly, I wasn't thinking about peeing, pooping, none of it. As soon as they hit me,
Yo, baby.
I was like, "Ooh, no, I know I just," in my head, I was like, "I know I just ain't get hit." It came out. I said, "I know I ain't just getting hit." I couldn't get the door open. I fucking I pushed the door open,
Yeah.
jumped out, Incredible Hulk style. The adrenaline is pumping. I took 2 steps and the pain kicked in. I said, wait.
I want my belt out on the kids.
What'd you say? Yeah.
Wait, that was the toughest thing I could say. I said, wait.
That's when your PhD said.
Nah, that's why you
Yeah.
gotta carry it back.
Right about
Carry it back.
That
You
adrenaline
call
was
it
pumping for
something.
2 seconds, though.
Man, because you feel like at this age, I don't
Yeah.
feel like I'm too old to fight. I feel like I can still give an ass.
Yeah, you can catch it.
But I'm real selective of who I'm gonna
Word.
give that ass whooping
Yeah.
to.
Yes.
Because there's some people when I
Yeah.
look at them, I know they gonna want to fight back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be quick and precise. See, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do all that tussling. That's
Yeah.
I'm,
The
I'm
under
gonna try to
the
hit
under
you.
30, the
Yeah,
under
I'm
30,
not doing-
I'm
trying
not.
to hit
messing
you
with
good,
that.
The under
hit you
30,
and
I don't
knock
got
out
no
the
hands
one
for
next
you. I don't got no hands. Let me
Nope.
say this. Under 30, I don't got no
No
hands for you.
problem. We don't want
Because
no
you
smoke.
young. You want to prove something anyway. I can smack you around, but you want to keep fighting.
You won't get
They don't know how
notification off
to.
of
They
me.
don't know how to
how to
take an
quit.
ass whooping.
They know how to
So
quit.
guess
Nah,
what?
keep
I
going.
don't fight bitches no more. I'll fuck your dad.
See, this one right here.
I just
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
carry it back. But if
See,
you carry
you're
it back,
not
you gotta carry a
gonna
mitt
be
because it's illegal to carry it
Now
back.
you're
in
my
your trunk.
daughter.
So you gotta carry a mitt.
So this one right here move into your
Yeah,
house.
if you
I got
carry it
some
back,
right
you gotta
here.
carry a mitt.
Oh,
'Cause it's
well,
got
shit.
Is that the secret to it?
Yeah, that's
Again,
serious.
black
I
people.
remember
Back.
because one
A
time
mitt with
this
the back.
girl passed
Message.
me and she
It's not a
knocked
weapon.
my rear view mirror
I've
out
heard
on my
that
left
before.
side. It was like 3
You
o'clock in
carry
the
it back
morning.
in
I
your car,
chased
you
her
carry the
down
mitt. It's a
with my
good
best
one.
friend in the car
Well,
with
it
my
is.
bat and I fucked her car
So you
up.
can't have
I
it
caught her
just
at an
sitting back, huh?
intersection.
That's a
It was
weapon.
3 o'clock in the morning and I fucked her car up just for knocking my rear view mirror out.
Oh, you like
No.
oh,
violence.
you like
Yeah.
to fight. How old
I
are
be
you?
them light skinned
How old
niggas.
are you?
31.
You're a Thundercat. Therefore, we gonna fuck you off real quick if we have to get in with you. And see,
Listen,
like she said,
just
she
don't
got
take
out-
me there.
but
Just don't
listen,
take me
she
there.
got there when she got out with her bat ready
With her
to
bat,
go.
Yeah.
with it.
Okay, when you get out with your bat, I'm already the size you. Okay, she big and
I'm
thick.
not, yeah.
All right, I'm taking this bitch knees out first.
Here's
So
the
I'm
crazy.
gonna kick the
There's
knees
always
off.
See how
that one
black
you
people
know.
strategize.
Questions. I'm not
I
sizing
can't
nobody
tussle.
up.
See
how
I'm
black
not
people
tussling.
strategize.
I'm fucking shit
Hit me with the
up.
bat. I ain't gonna fall. You gonna be like, what the fuck's wrong with her?
No, I'm taking
Crazy.
the kneecaps out.
Yeah.
I'm taking your bitch.
Look, Tawana, like, I've been hit with a bat
Yeah.
before. Way bigger niggas than that hit me with a bat.
Yeah.
We wobble, but we don't fall down.
See, this is why, as a fella, I just moved y'all down. I'm not marrying none of y'all. Y'all the kind of chicks I'm gonna stay away from. Y'all violent.
I'm not
It's
fighting.
in you. Look how
I-
excited y'all just got.
Listen, that was a long time ago.
Did y'all see the emotion that was displayed right here?
Expressed.
I am a
And her other
reformed.
Expressed.
You're
Yeah,
reformed.
I'm reformed.
Okay, so
Reform.
since we on the subject of
Yeah, we
women and how how I was gonna say debonair, like debonair. Debonair must be talking about me somewhere.
Demi,
But-
no, he's demonic,
Yeah.
not Demi.
But
Either or potato.
She's
potato.
the
Jay,
demon.
how Jay
Same
Will
damn
saying, right? You know, we about to lay this out. Cause like my next question is this: do women really know what they want? Now I need you to understand why I
shit.
asked this question. Cause women always posting about ain't no good men out there, men this and that. The last couple of days on Facebook, I've been seeing people post. You know what? I'm gonna just give it to God. I'm gonna just let God in. You know, a lot. I'm telling you, it's been all over Facebook.
God's
I'm
so
gonna just,
busy.
you know, that I hope
So
that
busy.
the
God
man
let
that God
nigga that walk
has
through
for
the
me.
door come through there already.
Look, the man that God has for me, I'm gonna be so lucky. And I'm sitting here like, I know I just was in your inbox 2 weeks ago.
So who gave you the other dudes? Like,
Is
since
it-
God didn't give you the one you wanted, who gave you the
Right?
other
Who
dudes?
gave you the other dudes?
Did you just pick
Yo,
them?
coochie.
So
That's why I
again,
leave mine in the car.
Hey, you saw that thing, and that coochie got the top. Just like y'all ding-a-ling talk. Y'all
Yeah,
head of your
yes,
dick
it
talk.
does. Yes, it
We-
does.
You can say it.
We think the same way that y'all think. Like, we be like, God damn, he fun. Like,
We're
for
worse.
instance, I slipped into darkness because I found someone that
That girl
physically
said
fit
slip
me.
into
Okay.
darkness.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we find people that we're attractive to, and then
Right.
you know we find out that okay, this person physically fits me,
Right.
and then mentally, some kind of way, we find that we
There's some
even
connection.
if it's toxic and the red flags are slapping us all amongst the face,
Right.
we will bypass a lot of shit because the sex is good between that physical shit, right?
Right.
But then when you get past the physical and the good sex and shit, you can't even have a conversation with this motherfucker.
Yeah, because he was dumb as a box of rocks and you didn't pay attention to it. And he said, I go to school.
Exactly, and that's what and I admit it. So it's a
Jay
vice
Will
versa
said, nigga
thing.
said, I go to school.
Yeah,
I go to
yeah.
school.
I go to school. I go to school.
Man,
I went to school.
right then and there, you
You
should
know,
say,
we find-
he
we
is
find-
not.
Do you know what you want?
I do now. At this age, I do. I do. I want somebody has to be. Communication is number one. In
Number
everybody's
one.
bit,
Number
right?
one.
Number
Facts.
communication.
Facts.
If you can communicate without having an argument or having to translate every fucking thing that I say. Adult communication, that's number one.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I
You gotta
want
know how
the
to talk.
combination that everybody else wants. I want somebody that I can grow old with.
Word.
Somebody
old.
that I can depend on. That I know if we get into an argument, this motherfucker ain't gonna fall back to Facebook dating or old baby mama or some shit.
Anyway.
Dependability. Fuck all that other shit. This at this age. This is my golden years. I'm in my 50s. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to be bullshitting around.
Yeah.
If we're not going to be together, bitch, hustler is there. I can be comfortable growing old alone. That's not what I want to do. But I want somebody that, hey, I want Mr. It's already done, not Mr. I'm going to work on getting it, Mr. Just like if what you want me to be in a woman, I'm that.
Okay.
I got you, right? But I don't want to have to teach you in your 50s how to be.
What's up with you, Tawana? Is there an issue with women today? Do you feel like women? Because again, I'm just going off what I've been seeing on social media lately.
Well, I ain't shit, first of all.
And there you have it.
My sister.
I mean, you asked me so.
I asked.
But yeah, I ain't shit. I love red flags. My baby daddy tell you if I don't beat you, I don't love you. But
and this motherfucker is honest about what she said.
Y'all think she lied. These are not jokes.
But,
Hey, Tawana get naked. She got cigarette burns, hang wounds.
I might got a pistol whip or something. But look,
Couple knife scars
you
from
burn
the
me with a
time.
cigarette, it's over. But no, I think a lot of women are doing a little bit too much.
Okay.
Showing a little bit too much of that ass for free.
Right.
Okay, and then you say,
Key word here was free.
was free. You say, don't judge me for this.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all you have to offer.
But that's what you
They're
presented.
rapping about it. They're showing it. Look how when you go on Facebook, you'll see the little kids, the mama saying, letting them cuss, or they think that shit is cute.
Well, what about the people that say, I'm letting my child be themselves. I'm letting them,
You're
you
stupid.
know.
They're being you. They're not themselves. They don't even know who they is. You don't even know these motherfuckers. You just met them. That's what you talking about.
That's a vibe.
Okay?
That's real shit. What you think?
I think it's a yes and no. I think women want what they see because
Okay.
of social media being so
I
out
agree
there
with you
now.
that also.
They see all of these relationship goals and other people's relationships that they want to be like, and they'll repost those things. Like, I want this, I want that. I'm guilty of it. I'll take accountability for that. I don't know what I want. I think I know what I
Neither
want.
do I.
But at this age, like, I have an idea of what I want.
But
right
you know
now.
what you don't want.
But
what
I know
you won't tolerate.
what I don't want for
See,
sure.
Yeah. See.
And then
Word.
with communication, for me, I don't think communication is key. I think comprehension is
Ooh,
because I can
preach.
I
And
can
together they go
Message.
hand in hand.
I can
Message.
communicate to you like, hey, stop cheating on
you
me,
don't
stop cheating on me,
understand
stop cheating on me, stop cheating on me, stop beating me, stop beating me. And if you're not gonna understand me
But you
and
don't
comprehend
understand
it,
it. It's
I'm gonna
like a
beat
false
myself
language.
and beat you till you black and blue,
Yeah,
saying
well,
the same thing over and over again.
And the beating
So
isn't
women
from them
say that
anymore, it's from
they
yourself.
think that they know what they want, but until it's faced in front of them, and a lot of the times men will come into your life and put a mirror up to you to show you exactly what you need to work on, whether it's patience. whether
Okay,
it's strength.
sister.
Man.
Okay, sister.
Hold on.
But I
I'm
also
sitting
think
next to this one though. Y'all missed it. She literally went from joking and getting you to taking you down that damn line. Y'all missed what she said.
Yeah.
Because y'all heard them joke. Man, y'all better pay attention. Tawana
But,
dangerous over here.
I do think that a lot of women don't know what they want because they are looking for everything, and they're like, "Oh, just tell me the truth, but can you handle the truth?"
Right.
Man, careful what you
Okay,
ask for.
because as soon as he say, "Well, this is what I'm doing. What's I'm doing? Do you want to do this?"
Right.
You want to
Now,
kill him.
now there's something wrong with him
Okay.
because you can't really handle the truth. They say, "Hey, just tell me what's up," but you can't handle what's up. Just
So-
because he can't.
so here's
just
what
tell me
kinda-
what's up. We're gonna do the
Here's
same.
what kind of got me into thinking this whole mindset, right? So I had a friend that I was cool with, and she kicked it with one of my people. And she kicked it with one of my people. He kind of treated her like trash. She was like, I ain't messing with him no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We all end up
He
hanging out.
swooped in, huh?
We all end up hanging out. No, we all end up hanging out again. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought you wasn't rocking with him, right? But now here we are hanging out again. They get into it. He boots her out the whip in the middle of nowhere. South Ishkabibble, right? I swear. Yeah.
Okay.
Drops her off in South Ishkabibble, and we peace out.
Right.
About a couple weeks later, she hit me up like, yo, I think that's messed up. You ain't say nothing.
What was you? That ain't.
And I said, well, that wasn't my place to say nothing, number one. And number two,
She was already.
I said,
pillow
I
talking.
felt like, you know what? You already talked about being away from the dude the last time he treated you dirty.
Came back.
Ain't no need for me to say nothing. You gonna be right back again. She trying to be slick like, nah, I'm done.
She shouldn't have been talking to you in the first place.
Yo,
if their partner was already talking to her.
seen them cats out about a week later.
Back together.
That's that toxic
See?
bullshit right there. You don't get
So that's what made me bring up the women know what they want. You know what I'm saying? Because they talk a good game, but
Big
then
ball.
when it's laid in front of
You're
them,
right.
They see the glory, but they don't know the story. Like when you see like people with relationship goals, when you see motherfuckers like Jay Will and
knew
other
I was
people
gonna
that
get
have
on
been
this.
together, but I'm saying no, that have been together
Nah, that's
for,
true.
for
That's
My wife
years.
told me I wanted.
But for years, well, but
I didn't know I wanted till
it
she
didn't
told me.
just. But y'all done worked on this motherfucker.
Man, 23 years.
It wasn't no easy motherfucking like
Yeah.
Facts,
yo,
facts.
crazy. But so when y'all get to where now y'all been together 23 years, y'all can post them relationship goals and the shit that y'all did. Why? Because y'all done put the work into it. But they motherfuckers on Facebook think, oh, this is just it's getting
Yeah.
married. It's no, bitch.
like the
This
shit happened
motherfucker
overnight.
You got 6 personalities. This motherfucker got 4 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying?
I do not have 4 baby mamas.
It takes
not
work.
you.
Like they say opposites
I gotta
attract.
throw that
They
out there.
opposites can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
together. But
Word.
the thing of it is you have to work. You can't
Yes.
just say I want a house and then there's a house. You have to build a house. You have to lay foundation.
Got to.
You got to make sure you in the spot that you want. Purchase the land.
Love
do
is
all
a
that
house.
other kind of-
You
There's
got the
levels
key.
and layers to this bullshit.
I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it.
Yeah, you can't run him down the hill. He'll be thirsty when he get there. Man, there's an option
I'm
for
a-
At
everything.
the same
I'm running
time,
around
like
the block.
I hear y'all, and maybe it's just an age difference, but
How old do you think I am?
well,
Oh,
you
you
said
want me
you're
to say?
almost
I'm in my 50s. She's
I'm
in her
50s.
30s.
in your 30s. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
don't know, but I also feel
Lord
like
of
if
shit.
you can't teach a man how to love you, but also how will he learn? Like you can't just. How will he learn how to? Each person loves differently.
Exactly.
But he
There's
got to
no one
open
to-
himself up to that, though. You know what I'm saying? Any man,
Yeah, but
hold up,
I'm saying from the female's perspective. I'm not
Okay.
talking from. You're wanting to know from the female's perspective. So I'm telling you, how will a man learn how to love you
Mhm.
if we're not willing to teach them?
Oh.
Because if I were to be with you and you, I'm gonna have to teach you different things than I have to teach him. Shit
Okay.
he already knows that you don't know, and shit that you know that he doesn't know, and
Y'all
vice
know
versa.
how I am, and I got to. I
Okay,
can't help myself.
so-
Hold on, Miss Newman. Hold on. Because the term I heard her say, and this is where I just want to make sure I'm clear. It was teach and learn, right?
Mhm.
Those are the words we was using.
Uh-huh.
You, see, that's the thing y'all missing right there. If a man loves you, it ain't you teaching him shit.
He
He
gonna
ain't-
learn
he-
you.
It ain't. He got to learn how to love you.
Yes.
See, a man
Yes.
comes into a relationship wanting to love you.
Yes.
Right.
The difference of it is you got to present something for him to love. A lot of y'all have this.
That's the shit I was just
preconceived
about to
notion
say.
Yes.
That when you come out of an old relationship, coming to the new one, the
Yeah.
first thing you look for is what the old one made you run from.
That's
Right.
right.
See, that
Right.
new one don't know those things. He wasn't present.
Yes.
Right.
Therefore, when he says something that sounds like the other guy, he don't know what the other guy sound like. He only know the
Yeah.
version that you told him about, and
Right.
you ain't gonna put your best foot forward when you talking about what you got rid of.
Mhm.
You gonna always make it seem like this is why. But
Right.
see, that's the thing that we're also hearing. So we're learning. What we're learning is you don't want those things.
Mhm.
Now, if it's in my character, I don't have to present those. I can't say they're not in my character though.
'Cause
Yeah.
they're-
Because
If
if
I
I
tell
tell
you
you-
I don't want, if I tell you, if I'm already telling you, you're not gonna do it because I told you
Exactly.
what he did,
Right.
and that's how
You
they
learn,
play in your
you
face.
learn. You
See-
learn each other.
The teach and
Yeah.
learn thing is that those are words, and I'm one of those
You
that
should learn each other.
man,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Should.
learn each other, but it takes time.
Mhm.
See, that's
Yeah.
what people don't get.
They
Now,
jumping
factor
into
in
it.
this new
Yes.
world now with your phones. See, it used to be there was
Yeah.
conversation when you came home. Now y'all text each other all day. So I'm supposed to already know what you think because I sent you 60
What you
messages.
doing? What you
Yeah.
What you doing?
I didn't
Yeah.
hear you say those thoughts, so I can't see your expressions. I can't
Yeah.
see your
Yeah.
body language.
Right.
When we laying next to each other, if you on your phone and I'm on my phone, we're not
Connecting.
connected.
Yeah,
That's
there's
why I
no
don't like
intimacy.
text messages.
See,
'Cause I don't
again,
know your
it's a new
facial
generation
expressions.
though. See,
But
this
yeah.
23 years started a long
But see,
time
nobody
ago.
looks at marriage the way we grew up looking at marriage either, right? You know what I mean? Like, real talk, I had a homeboy, he was getting married. Him and the chick kind of was beefing like the day before the marriage all the way up until the day of marriage. And she said to him, look, we can do this. I don't really know how long we're going to be together. But if you want to, since we here, if you want to just go ahead and just get married, we can do this, and then we'll figure it out down the road. And he was like, nah.
Because a lot of people just
And-
want titles.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
My
A lot of people
husband,
want
my
ti-
husband, my
a lot of
man,
people
my
want
man, my man.
titles.
Yeah.
But they're not ready for the
There's
long
also
haul.
this new,
Yeah.
again, we're going to use what we're talking about. Like y'all said, it's presented on the internet. So
Exactly.
now it's
True.
this whole bring to the table for me, and then we get married. See, me and my wife had nothing when we came to the table. It was even. See, if I came with everything and she had nothing, then people gonna say, well, she's with you because. See, again, because that's gonna be perception. See, we came with nothing. Everything we got, we built together. Everything we lost together.
That's that foundation. That's
So
that
for us,
foundation.
there was no one up. See, again, I love the term 50-50. It sounds great. But any relationship you in is 51-49 on certain days. Because it's never going to be in
sometimes
everybody's
you got
even.
it, sometimes I got it.
Right.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
ups and downs happen
that's
every
what a
day.
woman and a man is. If you ain't got it, maybe I gotta get it.
So what about all these women? And this is the TikTok thing. And I wasn't even gonna bring this up as a topic, but since we're talking about it, all the things about I ain't eating here. The women that say don't be taking me to Red Lobster, don't be taking me to Olive Garden.
You're not hungry. That's the problem. You're not hungry. But if
I
you
like Applebee's. We gonna go from time to time.
First of all,
Right.
First of all, they be wanting too much and don't got no money.
Okay.
Okay? If you begging for somebody to do your hair, get your nails done, and they ain't already done,
Right.
you ain't got no money. So how you gonna ask him to do something that you ain't even doing yourself? If you can't keep it up yourself, what you ask him to do it for?
Right.
But see, the crazy is if a man really wants you, those things don't matter anyway.
Facts.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
Exactly.
I feel.
But what about the men?
But don't think I'm tricking because I look out for you.
But what about the men that get the women with the BBLs, with the weave, with the lashes, and then say I want somebody natural? Why are you even talking to them?
Because it was a
Then,
fad.
then they want you to take your
That's
wig
exactly
off.
what it is.
But
Then they want you to take your wig off.
Yeah, they say the BBL
And they want you to get some dreads. That's what I heard too. I heard they stink too.
But y'all messing, that's weirdos, and that's not a man.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
again,
But that's what I'm saying.
But I'm using terms. It's the verbiage. We talking language. Like what we was just talking about, how to make this work. What every woman should want that I didn't hear a woman say is balance. Why are we using the word
Preach, brother.
Everybody else, what they see
Preach,
other people
brother.
have, they want what other people have because they looking too much.
But if you have
You can't
balance,
have
there's
everything
days
everybody
you can
has.
take off, and that man ain't gonna hold that against you. Because if you got that weirdo dude that wanted all that shit, you got to maintain that. So the pressure's on you every day to get up and look like this doll that he say he want.
And
If
you
you
don't
want
even really
that,
want
man.
I just, my thing is, I just hate, like I said, this been happening for the last couple of days. I just hate seeing women on social media. They posting about how, I can't wait for the man God made for me, which I know for a fact there's cats in your DM. There's some
probably
solid
already
ones.
missed the man
There's
that
so-
God
there's some
gave you
solid
because
ones
you're
in your
greedy.
group. There you go. But I'm saying there's some solid ones that's in your DMs that been hitting you up, and you don't give that cat a chance. But how am I supposed to meet you if I don't? Because nowadays, a lot of women don't go out no more. You know what I mean? They be having all these female parties and all the, what y'all call them, pamper parties. Pamper parties.
I don't know what
I
they
don't know,
call
but this
them.
show came out hard for you.
It was struggling. I didn't
thought you was
know.
gonna beatbox.
I didn't know what to call it. I was gonna say pamper parties. The pamper
I was about
parties.
to say 1 2 1 2.
Tampon parties. I didn't know what it was
Goodness
called.
The MC today.
But it was like it's something like that where y'all throw all these like the girl party. You know what I mean? Where y'all do your whole little whatever.
Girl dates, brunches.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's like some
See,
shit.
I
like
call
that.
those male bashings. 'Cause
I'd
I've been
rather
married so
have
long.
dick
I call them male bashings.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all get together and the first thing y'all talk about
Said
is
I'd rather have some dick.
See what I'm talking about? This one right here.
Yeah, fuck them bitches. Give me some dick.
this one right here just wants some meat.
No.
She's a vegetarian.
I'm not
And on
a
that
female
note-
type of chick.
Carnivore.
I'm not a female loving type of chick. There's nothing that a female can do for me. I mean, we can say hey and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think y'all should
But
have more.
Y'all
I'm
gonna
not
blow
a female
bubbles?
type of chick.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with females like that.
Because as a dude,
My
Female
sister
friends.
tell you, what?
It's healthy to have.
No, the
female
fuck it
friends.
ain't. No, it ain't. Who
That's that
said?
generational
Because
gap
when
right
you
there.
you got all these females
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
As soon as you get a dude,
Yup.
there's some different shit. So then you got to worry about, not saying that, I trust my man. No, you got all these other bitches in your clique. You
That's
don't know
'cause
which
you're
one
telling all
your
your
To
clique.
be fair,
Yeah,
I don't
see,
have single.
But you
I'm
know
not-
what?
I'm
You
not-
should-
I'm not
but-
talking about you. I'm
But
talking about
but
in
you should
general.
have friends that you can confide in.
Exactly.
But
When you confide- when you
I'm
tell
not
all
gonna
your
tell
business,
all
my
my
bitches
business
ain't
when you're
to
to
telling
my
all your business
man.
about what your man is doing, now they're looking
Yeah.
at you funny because
Of course,
you're
yes.
telling on your business. Sometimes
True.
what goes on in the house stays in the house.
Yes,
Your room,
yes.
your
First rule of
house,
thumb.
period.
Yeah.
All your bitches, I don't know.
But
Yeah.
I'm
You gotta fall
opposite.
back.
I feel like dudes should hang with dudes from time to time because again,
That's,
Yeah.
to be a
that's what they've
dude,
been doing. They've been at the
we
studio.
ain't got to talk about nothing to go shoot
That's what's
hoop.
been going on all summer. They've been hanging together too long. They've been shooting
There
dice
we
in the
go.
studio.
God damn it,
And-
Puff Dad, if you don't calm
and they
down
get
over
together.
here. Again, females should hang out with other females.
So why said they be in the studio?
You can't talk to me
Maybe in a stool.
even as your man. You can't talk to me about certain things, and I'm gonna have a female's perspective because I don't have a female perspective.
Right.
Right.
So I hear what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with females gathering
Right,
together,
having friends.
with they having friends, because you need friends, because a man can't relate to.
But
what
I
you're
hate
going
when
through.
I roll up on a female and I like back in the 90s, you could roll up on a female like, yo, you got some friends, and she'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, let's
Now
link
you be like,
up.
you got some friends, and they be like, I don't really hang out with nobody. I don't know nobody. Bullshit.
That's
Bullshit. You know at least 3 motherfuckers. You know that motherfucker right there. That's 2 right there.
Big bone.
And look, but how long you been knowing me, and how many bitches you see me with? How many chicks have you summoned?
One.
Okay.
Right. But I know that you know at least 4 motherfuckers that you could be like, bro.
No.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I can name 2, and all you do is fill in the one. Tawana.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're done.
No. Keisha, your bartender chick.
No.
No.
You about to get some people's feelings hurt. Come on now, don't.
Man,
No, because I don't. No,
Namings
Okay,
are done.
Okay, all right.
I know.
That was my go-to move right there.
Yeah,
I thought I had
that was a lot.
her.
I had that one as a lot.
No.
Like,
No, because I know people from like clubs and
Oh,
women shows
okay.
and shit like
So
that.
it's
and
not
I don't have-
necessarily
I don't have-
like
Right.
running buddies.
Yeah, no,
Dig it.
I don't run with no. I can tell you, I've been here 11 years.
Yeah.
In this state,
Mm.
and outside of Birdie,
Okay.
who y'all know Birdie,
Right.
and
Shout out to
Tawana,
Birdie.
Yeah.
those are the only and Tiffany are
Yeah,
the
Tiff,
only 3
okay.
females that have ever been in my home.
That's 4. I just want to
That
point that
was
out.
3.
But
That's
those
4.
are the only females that have ever
Them 3 plus
been,
her, that's 4.
you know, in my
But,
home.
oh, you're adding her?
Yeah, that's 4.
Yeah, well,
So what she know herself?
yeah, but I'm because most people think that I'm out socializing. No, when I'm home, I'm mostly with my kids because
Right,
I've had
right.
daughters.
Yeah.
So I'm with my daughters all the time. You know, up until one had her mental slip, but I'll be with my kids.
see, I don't have people at my house like
Well,
that.
shit,
either.
they know.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of fellas that can say they step through my door, man. Like we referenced this
Yeah.
before school. We've been kicking this 6-7 years, and he's probably been inside of my house once
Mm-hmm.
because my man cave's in the back. There's no need for you to come in the house. My wife is gonna feel
Exactly.
comfortable in her
Big
home.
ball.
Mm-hmm.
She can walk around like she want to, and I don't have to put that pressure on. Hey, fella, are you looking? Because she's dressed like this.
Exactly.
Right.
But I ain't putting pressure on my wife to have to go change her clothes because I got
Respectfully.
company.
Yeah.
I want her. This is her castle, so she can be
That's why
queen.
you got your space.
So
That's what you
outside is
come
where I
to.
got my man
Bam,
cave.
bam.
We go around the side of the house. You can come through the back. If you walk
Around
through
the
my door, we
outside.
straight out the kitchen, back out the back, and
Right.
everything is in the shed. So there's nothing for you to have to go in my house for. And it's not that I have that fear of. Like again, I trust my
But
wife
it's
wholeheartedly.
respect.
Right.
It's respect.
That's right.
Respect
Like I
the
told
home,
you, I
respect the
want you to
woman.
be at peace, and I'm gonna give you peace. I'm gonna give you peace across the board. My
Mhm.
wife can walk around the house how she want,
That's right.
and I'm not worried about nobody else.
That's right.
Problem is, we got open windows, and my wife don't care. So therefore, it's
Big
probably nobody
bone.
on the hilltop that ain't seen her ass cheeks
Yeah.
at this point.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
too
It's a
good.
running joke in our house, but at the same time, like I don't put my fellas under that pressure either.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I'm
that's how
married.
it should be.
You're single, so I don't want you to
Yes.
have to be like, man, I don't want to be looking at his wife. I'm not gonna put you in that scenario.
But you know, like I remember one time I came by Jay Wills, and Jay Wills was like, "Well, just knock on the door," and I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna wait till you
I'm
get
gonna wait
here."
till you get here. That's what that.
Because that's
respect.
just me, you know what I mean? And that's my man. So I was like, nah, you know, and I really didn't know his wife like that either to even be up in
Yeah.
a crib.
And that's
I know her
respect.
now,
That's
but I still
respect.
wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just because, like you said, I respect that, brother. I don't want to be up in your people's face. I think this is one of the things that we're saying, but we're not labeling it. So let's label it. Kids and people today, children today, and I mean 30 and under, are not taught certain things. How as black folks we was taught to move, right? I already knew code switching by the time I was in kindergarten, right? My parents was like, when you go to school, this is what you do, this is what you say.
Bill collector
You-
calls.
yeah, like
You
my
got
mom
voice.
told me that. You don't talk this way, what you hear here, you don't talk the way there. So I've been knew how to code switch. My
goes
mom
on in
taught
the
me,
house stays on
you
in
know,
the house.
it was certain things you was sitting out, stayed in the house. You didn't go run your mouth about nothing.
And you ain't spending the night nowhere.
Not
Nowhere.
even your grandma. You don't tell your grandma. Don't tell your grandma shit that go on in my house.
Shit.
And kids will like, cause the grandmas, especially the daddy mama, be like, "What? So who your mama? Cause your mama got a new boyfriend." Da, da, da. Then the next thing you know, baby daddy know you got a new nigga in the house. So No, you don't do that.
Yeah, we was
baby daddy left, so he didn't mind his business.
well, we had rules. We had rules, and it was certain things.
There's
And
certain
nowadays,
rules,
you don't have that no more, and nobody is teaching it either.
Boom, bam.
Okay.
They're not at all. Because
Yes.
guess what? What goes on my house stays in my house. And guess what?
See, like for
you
me,
do as I say, not
Right.
as
I came up without that father that was the barbershop. Man, I
Right.
got dropped off
All
every
right.
Saturday to go sweep hair.
Yeah.
But I make $25 running to the store to get shit. Man, all the old
The
heads
runner.
came through there. But I knew my place. I wasn't
Yeah.
in their face trying to have a
Yes.
conversation with them. I was off to the side
be in
listening to
their
the
mouth.
conversation.
Don't be in grown folks' business.
Okay, so since here we talking about black community and folks and how we came and grown, I want to jump into this. How many of us in here vote?
Man, I fought for it.
All right. So now, my question is this. You vote. I am going to be honest, I am not a voter. I don't vote. The reason I do not vote is because I feel that no president has stepped on, or any political dude has stepped out, and his stance, the thing that he's standing on is, yo, let's end police brutality.
Right.
Right? To me, no one has been like, this is what I'm standing on. Let's end this. Until the person that comes out and says, hey, this is what we doing. We ending police brutality. We stopping it against all races, blah, blah, blah. And that'll be the day I start voting. That's how I feel. Because even Obama, as the black president, didn't say that.
Right.
Right? And granted, the shit he wanted to do, he realized he wasn't really running shit, so then he couldn't do what he wanted to do.
But see, you're talking about the president who's just a figurehead.
Yeah.
He has no authority. He got no power.
Right.
Again, Trump's not doing any of the shit that Trump's saying he's doing. It's the people that work for Trump that has the power. The Congress, the Republicans. These are the people that's pushing. He's the agenda voice. He's the face. We mad at his face, but he's not the one doing it. The people we elected. So when you say you don't vote, being vets, that's one of those things that they bag and beat us. You fought for this. But you have that right too. So therefore, like, I'm not mad that you don't vote because that's what we fought for. When you're a military person, you're fighting for people's freedoms and rights. But when I got out, I started realizing the same thing I was fighting for is what I believed in.
Right.
So I still vote, even though I don't believe my vote matters. Because again, the person I elect is not going to go do what I want them to do. They're going to try to take the poll of the whole.
Right.
But they got to keep a face and a job. So therefore, they're going to say whatever somebody pays them to say. So I don't believe that the vote matters. I believe people do. You want to stop police brutality, it's got to start with us, not them. We want them to speak on it, but we got to stop. Again, like one of the things I always say coming from the South, I know racist cops when I see one.
Right.
Yet at the same time, my reaction to that racist cop is something I can control. I can't control him being a racist
But let's
cop.
be realistic. We also know, like, I can say this. In my lifetime, before the days of video cameras and all that bullshit, I got beat by the police.
Oh, dang.
Right.
I've been beat by the police twice in my life. And the only thing that saved me at that time is when I handed my ID, I was in the military. And they was like, so they kind of just brushed it under the rug. Like, you don't say nothing, we ain't gonna say nothing, and sent me on my way. I was fucked up.
But you still got your ass whooped, right?
I still got my ass whooped.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But they let me go. Right? It was on some bullshit. But the fact is, and this is how, like, so for me, now that the shit is coming out, I'm like, the only thing saved me then was being I was a soldier. Had I not handed off that ID, who knows what would have happened.
But see, then the other side of that for me is you're telling this story to us today, and there's 117,000 of them stories. But how many people that's listening, how many people sitting in the room would know that story if you didn't just tell it? See, again, if that story gets untold,
Right.
nothing changes. If you telling it every day of your life to every person you meet, man, people going to get tired of hearing it.
And they're going to start coming out one by one.
So here's what I'm going to do.
But I don't think people are going to get tired of hearing it, though.
Here's my reference.
All right.
George Floyd was killed. Do we all remember the Black Lives Matter movement?
Yeah, yeah.
How many of y'all got a sticker? How many got a T-shirt? How many actually posted a little emblem on their Facebook?
Yeah.
I posted it, but I ain't
Now,
getting them.
my next question is
what
it
happened?
still there?
What happened though?
We all know.
Exactly.
Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Man, we pushed the elective and a narrative that none of us really believed in, because when you look at who was starting it, we're not supporting them people anymore because we found out they didn't stand for what they were actually telling us to.
There was on some bullshit.
It wasn't the collective we thought it was.
Right.
Like, one of the things that people bash me coming from the South is I won't march anywhere. Because my take is, man, if we start on 6th to March the 19th, My car's still parked on 6. I got to turn and take my
she
fat
gotta
ass
walk
back.
all the way back here.
But then let's use that in metaphoric meaning. If I got to go right back to where I started, what changed?
Nothing.
You see what I'm getting at with this? See, sometimes when you say shit,
Tell
man, what you
preach.
mean is different than what you actually say.
Word.
But because I'm a comic, people don't take a lot of what I say seriously. They think it's a joke.
They think you're just
Man, the whole reason I got into comedy is to get a message across.
Right.
From where I'm from, they
Be
don't
able to
see
speak
people
that
like
truth.
me.
Yeah.
So to be on the stage in front of all these people, they get to see me, who I represent. Those people they not gonna see.
But
so
again,
getting back to your point, man. Again, it's quick to we want to say who we elect. Nobody can elect me to be me, man. So I stand on everything I want to see a change in.
I have to.
But here's the thing: I would never want to run the president because then I have no power.
Can I not to interrupt you. But okay, so look, if Obama was the president, if he said Jay-Z come up in here and do what Elon Musk is doing, right? And he has no experience.
Right.
But you just tap it in, niggas. You call
If Obama brought Jay-Z up in that joint, they would have called him unfit.
Thank you.
He would have got moved up out of there so fast.
Here's the thing: we know Elon Musk because he has a name and money.
Yes.
The dude that was doing it before Elon didn't have his face on TV, but he was still doing it. It's called his assistant. It's called his cabinet.
Right.
Again, Elon Musk is the face of what we see. So we can say this is the person that's doing it. But that's all politics has always been. Man, name a president that actually made a change that wasn't scrutinized 1,000 times over. Because we blame the face.
I always look at it like this.
That's not his.
So my big two things I look for. Like I said, I look for the political person that is saying
that's all it is.
He's trying to stop police brutality. That's the first thing I look for. And then I also look for, like, so we done changed the names of all these schools. Like Jason Lee is not Jason Lee no more. Right. We done changed the name of schools and teams and all that because the things that these men created were racist. So we're tearing it down. And we're taking down the statues and we're changing the name of schools.
Oh, that's why they changed the name of Jason Lee.
Yeah.
Hilltop here.
So if you're doing all of that, then what they created should be torn down too. So I'm talking about the Declaration of Independence.
Yep.
The
right?
Constitution wasn't written for black people,
right?
but we
what's the
like a motherfucker for
right?
Because we would consider
we should be changing that shit though. You see what I'm saying?
But
because now we have a whole different set of bodies.
People are used to something.
So as you said, they took their names down.
Yeah,
but they're gonna continue to do it. Oh, my bad.
But they, for the same purpose, they took those names down off of them. What was those purposes of giving them their name on?
What did it do though when they took it?
They didn't work different people. Again, we now know that Thomas Jefferson's got a black daughter. Okay, cool. But you don't think that throughout history they didn't already know that he had a black daughter? It just became public, and we gave it
how many
life.
Do you think they had mulatto daughters? They had them.
There was a lot of them.
So come on, like,
but
you
that's
can take
the thing.
the name off of what is it doing?
Is his face still on money?
What does it do?
Yes,
They're not gonna reprint
what
money
about
because
the twins
of it?
that they found dead in Georgia, in the sundown town in Georgia.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not here.
Yeah,
Put
and there
them
were
on.
two twins, and they were on their way. I don't know. They were on their way to see somebody else, right? And they never made it to where they were supposed to be.
Before we go any further, this wasn't the 23rd day of the 23rd year in the spring, was it?
No. It was
Okay, I was just checking.
It was just a couple weeks ago.
I was just checking because
Wow.
I'm just checking because for every 23 days for 23 years.
I don't know
Okay.
what days. I don't.
Okay,
Okay,
just
well, I don't know
checking.
that part. I don't know that part. But all I know is that these twin boys
For Jeepers
and they may
Creepers
have been
fans out
23,
there.
I don't know. I think they were 19.
Okay.
But they were on the way to visit somebody, and they never made it, and they found them dead.
Oh.
But they were in this little sundown town
Right.
in Georgia where
Niggas don't know
it
what
says
sundown town
niggas
is.
do not let the sun catch your
Yeah.
ass. in the
Oh, no,
sun."
say that one more time, Ms. Newman, because a lot of people, for those that don't
Don't know
know,
what the sundown town is.
sundown towns still exist to this
In the
day.
South,
What
everywhere.
is a sundown town,
It's
Ms.
a
Newman?
sundown town where niggers don't let the sun catch your ass or you're out of here.
You'll get unalive.
The sun better not
Yes.
go down on a nigga in that town, or you
Bet
may
not.
not make it out.
And it's legal.
Yeah.
So,
it's
so
not-
I seen something on Facebook with the girls, and they want the white only signs back, so we can know where we don't need to go.
Oh.
How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I'm just gonna keep it
I mean,
1,000.
I'm just
We
asking
live
what
in
you-
Washington State, man. And I could say out here, there's not gonna be a black or a white race because there's so much interracial shit out here. So
Yeah.
that white only sign only gonna last about 30 seconds when people read it.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody gonna
But
be abide by
just
it.
because
Just
there's a lot of allies here, that don't mean that.
I'm
It's
gonna
not
be
that.
honest with
It's-
you. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I already been saying that they was trying to go backwards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You dig?
Mm-hmm.
White America may think. I'm sure. In fact, I know they think we don't need them anymore. We don't separate. They want to separate us. They would love segregation to kick in, but I think I would love it too because guess what? As black communities, we thrived. We thrived. Our black communities were destroyed. Imagine if Tulsa, Oklahoma still existed. Imagine if
Shout out
Central
Black Wall
Park
Street.
never became Central Park and was the black neighborhood it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? All these affluent black neighborhoods that was growing, that was building, that was becoming like top shit. Imagine if those joints never got destroyed, where we as black folks would be. So for me, go ahead and segregate us. Go ahead and separate us.
That's what I'm
You know what I'm
asking.
saying?
I'm asking how you feel
Yeah,
about
go
it.
ahead and separate us. Because I think this gives our people a chance. When we had an opportunity to be really tight and we grew apart from that as a community. We grew apart, distrusting each other, right? But it was implemented, right? It was we know this as a people,
Mm-hmm.
right? So now we know it. Now bring those same folks back to the table to be able to say, hey, you can have a fresh start
Yeah.
with this community and build. Hell yeah, I think
Our
that
40
shit.
acres and a mule.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Hell
think that.
yeah.
I think that, and not only that, Scooter, but I think that it would tilt because of the simple fact that there's so many biracial
Mhm.
people in the world. I think that they would be
Biracial
outnumbered
girl.
to
Yeah.
a point where it's like, fuck, we really do need all those,
'Cause
you know,
it's gonna
be,
Asians
how do you
and black
separate?
Yeah,
people and
yeah.
all those brown people in the United States of America. They would really get
They
to
wouldn't
see
have
we
no good
really did
food,
build this
believe.
country on the backs of those brown people. Every single fucking color that is not from the Caucasian.
See,
They'll come.
You know, and
it's
you're right.
crazy because I'm the one that lived under the color line, and man, I don't feel none of that. Like I just look at it as simple choice. I don't care what color you are, man. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
That's right.
Exactly.
And
True.
I get tired of we have to keep label. Like I hate when someone explains to them I'm their black friend. Why?
If they
Why
gotta
I just
say
can't?
that,
If I'm
they-
your friend,
Yeah.
I'm your
Still
friend.
explain that?
Yes, I still
To
hear it
this
every
day?
If you're
day.
saying that's my black friend, what
Right.
do you think?
So again,
What do you
it's
think
one of those
they're
things.
saying?
But you
like-
know what? I
Those
got a
girls.
gay
My
friend.
white
I got a
friends,
gay
mommy,
friend,
they-
and I be like, "That's my gay friend."
But see, again,
I try not to, but I
Guess
do.
what?
I
But
do
guess
do-
what? If
Because
you
he's
say
my
that's my gay friend,
because
right?
he's my only gay
If-
friend.
But
Oh
if you
my
say
God.
that's my
He's
gay
my solo
friend,
gay friend.
it's wrong for saying that's my gay friend. But if you say it's my black friend, there's nothing wrong.
see again, I
Okay.
get tired of titles, and man,
Right.
I'm a verbiage guy.
Mm.
With the way the world is going with all the interracial, you're never gonna force these kids to have to pick and choose what side they got to stand on. So we start doing the segregation thing again, and you had sex with whatever you had
They're
sex
already-
because you enjoyed it.
They're already doing that, which they
so-
do teaching in the schools.
But the thing
Yeah.
is that's the
What they
problem.
teaching in the schools right now.
So I'm gonna say this to you: when your kids get home, are you teaching them what you want them to know? Because the school
Well,
is
yeah,
just a,
because
it's a-
it-
it's a
because
tool.
it starts at home.
Message.
Because it starts
Yeah.
at home. It
Yeah.
really it starts
And,
at
Yeah,
home.
and I'm
true,
not
word,
challenging
word.
Tawana, so I
No,
want the world to understand. I'm
No,
not making
no,
her
no,
defend
I hear you.
herself.
No.
I'm asking the
I
question.
hear you. No, it starts at home. Most
Word,
definitely.
word.
Yeah.
It starts at home because you can go to school. You can go to school. You're over there for a couple of hours. Like I told my son, you stop acting dumb at school all day and smart at home. Okay, for real. But yeah, it starts at home because boom, the kids will go shoot up, woo, 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 some shit,
Yeah.
right? And the mother showed a picture of him and Kenny. He wasn't like that. Yeah, he was, and you know
Yeah,
it was.
He was.
So why you think it happened? And it started
Because
at
he
home.
been like that.
Cause he been like that. So don't because when he was all on Instagram with the
Yeah.
and you was liking the pictures and he was
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It
My,
start
my son just expressing himself.
no
Okay,
your son your son
it's
is
telling.
going down.
I didn't know Billy had a bomb in his bedroom.
Yeah, you did. And see, it ain't just Billy now. Now it's Kayshawn and them now with shooting up the
Right.
schools.
Right.
So
You
when
know,
I
you see what I'm saying?
what I said,
It starts at home. And
it's
I,
not me.
I agree with you.
Again, because I know when people see people have conversation, they think it's got to be an argument. No, we can all have an opinion. I was
Every
asking the question 'cause
disagreement's not an
Tawana's
argument.
One of those people.
Yeah.
Again, y'all catch these jokes,
Yeah.
but I've had conversations with this woman in front of the camera and out in front of the cameras. Where man, I respect her opinion because she see the world but she don't see the world through this slanted vision of this is what it's supposed to be. She lives. And that's the hardest part about life, man. When we surviving
Life
sucks.
be lifing.
But when you live life, that's what you enjoy. So I get off.
You could be like a motivational speaker.
Man,
you
here's
know,
the
right?
thing.
Jay, we'll be getting deep. He said,
Deep.
here's what's happening. When you see when the spine touches the spleen and the spleen is next to the guts and the guts is off to the side of the
We have
liver, then you feel the
motivational
deepness of the
motivational
inside
comedy.
parts of the body. That's what it is. And that's what they have to understand. And until you don't understand that, then you're never gonna know how the body works.
And then I'll be like, man, hey, pass that to the left. So, hey, we about to go drink. See,
I get
He
close
said-
to the left.
All right, so hey, this is what it is. This is Coffee and Condoms. I believe it's episode 9. Okay.
we ain't arguing that then, but it might be 13.
Yeah, it
but
might be.
Not.
It
She
might.
said it with
I
confidence, we going
it
with
might
9
be
too.
10.
Scooter, forget I brought my sister for some confirmation on
Oh,
something.
Oh yeah,
before
we.
you check out.
There was conversation that needed to be had.
Last week.
Yes.
Meanwhile, at the ranch.
So you
Hold
want
up.
me to
Let's
preface it?
rewind.
You
Hold
got
up. Let's rewind so we don't step on it. The show's not over yet.
I don't know how much time we got left.
Hey,
but this is gonna
Tawana,
be
you know
dope.
what? We was talking about something last week, man. Jay, what was it? What was it?
So last week, Miss Newman was voicing a situation
Mm-hmm.
that happened to her at a local venue here in Tacoma,
Yes, indeed.
where she was on stage or about to go on stage, and she
she
noticed
was
some
on stage.
fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was some fuckery amiss.
Some fuckery.
There was some girl celebrating a birthday in there, just
It was-
line dancing. Hey, I'm telling this story now.
Look, give me. I can have a swallow.
She,
Down due.
this lady was out there line dancing because her boots was on the ground.
They was on the. Her
But
face
what
was
had
down
happened
around.
On the
was-
ground.
They happened to be pointed toward a certain said gentleman that Miss Newman was in the company of.
Mm-hmm.
In the company.
And because of such said acts,
he was
happening,
courting her.
she went on the stage to go to perform. But when her come out music came on, the boots was back on the ground again at such said company. Then, while she is in the middle of her act, on
Middle
stage
of it.
performing, being
Yes.
a professional, I might add.
Yes.
The fuckery was amongst again because such said young lady celebrating her birthday decided to lean over
Lean.
and make some conversation in a whispering
I was
act.
there.
Spoke
Let me go
to
on-
it,
Let me
nigga.
go in there and tell what happened. So look, this is what happened. Now, look.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sister.
Meanwhile, at the ranch, this
Okay.
is Biddy Brown, and we're live at an undisclosed location. So basically, y'all need to sit on down and stare at niggas' faces. now you can't be all kiki and ha ha. Now, like she said, at a tender age of
Yeah.
that she's grown,
Grown.
Very grown.
very grown.
Yeah.
Now I tried to nip it in the butt.
Right.
So it was said.
I tried to nip it in the butt. Now,
That means she tried to stop it.
She tried to stop.
oh, y'all.
At the beginning.
I tried to stop it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, well, I did stop it. There's
In
just-
the middle, at the beginning of the
At the
fuckery,
beginning
while
of-
I was
okay.
over there.
Right.
put my glasses
Uh-huh.
on. And look, ratchet around there, cause she wanted to ratchet around there and snatch her head off her shoulders.
Mm.
I say this to say this. Mind your business. Stay in your lane, cause ain't no traffic. Cause a lady like this, I seen it in your eyes, girl. I tell you, down there and put her in full nose. No, don't do it. But leave people's men's alone.
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 Was I wrong?
Message.
Was okay? Was I wrong?
Miss Benita,
Justin,
don't
was
tell
I-
nobody else. No, I mean, you were not wrong for the situation, but I definitely feel that you feel that was wrong for the place, the time and the place. You feel what I'm saying?
You saw the disrespect.
I seen the disrespect, but I
Did
feel-
Tawana say, I'm Miss Bennett and don't tell nobody else?
Nobody else.
I just didn't want to gloss over that shit.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that is not how that saying goes.
I miss Benita,
Close
and I
enough.
ain't gonna tell nobody else. Live in color. So I do feel that you were disrespecting, you had to handle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know you to be a professional.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know you to be a professional, and I know that you
Right.
feel some kind of way. But don't play in my face. I feel you too. Because if
Word.
you play in my face, it's over. Come
So
here,
I was
finish
getting
it.
played with in my face.
Yeah, he was getting played with.
He was sitting there and she was
So,
dancing for him.
mind you, I wouldn't sit by the motherfucker.
Right.
So she and I told Go on and get.
Right.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
tried to skeet the bitch away.
Nah. She
She didn't ski.
And the guy was your date?
date.
So she didn't ski when you went to ski her.
My whole nigga.
When you scooted her, she didn't
So what
ski.
did he do?
Huh?
What?
He was sitting here like
He was
this.
like, Mr. Leather.
like
Shut up.
well, she's like from here to not even where she's at. This bitch is like dancing for him. Like
So
she's
you
dancing
know where
for
we're
him.
at. We're on the
It's
side
not
with that
like
got
with
she
that
was
roundabout
dancing for a
booth.
whole crowd because
Right
she's
here.
the only person in the corner. Like she's in the corner.
You had to
Her
come
whole
over the
back
thing.
is towards this way.
Yeah.
She's dancing at him and pointing at him and doing all this
So
kind
did
of
he
shit.
get cussed out too?
Did he?
He got
He was in
he got
town
flued out.
visiting.
He got flued out.
He got
Yeah,
flued
yeah,
out.
flued out. He got flued out.
Sent his ass
Immediately.
back.
Oh,
He
my
got out of there.
I sent him back.
Flag
home.
on the play. Blue 42. Unnecessary roughness.
Like I told him, I hope you got her. I hope while she was doing all that flanking and flaxing and that funky ass palm suit jumpsuit.
No, that was the wrong one.
No,
palm
she had
suit?
on the palm suit jumpsuit because the short one had on the short fat one had the titties flogging out with the. They both had on palm suits, but the short
This
one.
story gets
the
better
short
every
one had
time
on
they tell
the
it.
short
I
one.
don't know what a palm
The names
suit
have been
sweatshirt
changed to
is.
protect the.
Tropical.
Oh,
Like
okay.
tropical.
It's on
Tropical,
Temu.
tropical.
Yeah, some
Temu
Temu
special.
shit. But anyways,
Uh-huh.
the thing of it was you know, you knew when you came in that we were sitting together. We were taking
Right,
pictures.
right,
You
right.
know, You know what I'm saying? So they saw us. But when I got up to go prepare myself for my set in the show, like everybody that knows me, when it comes time for my set, I go disappear.
Big one.
I can't sit down. I have to go get my
Right.
shit. So as I left, I'm like standing here and like I look back because I gotta check. I'm looking at what's going on in the spot.
Right.
And she's over there going.
Yeah, I try to.
I'm like, okay.
I'm the host at this event, so I try to.
Stop it.
Key.
Yeah.
Hey, slow down, Oh, cool.
Let's make jokes about what's
Yeah,
happening.
Even after I went and she was doing it so hard. I went and sat down in front of him, like on the side of him again, like bitch. Did you not see me? And then Tawana sat like in front of us,
story gets
like,
better.
calm down, bitch.
You should have been like Cardi B when she threw the mic at that chick out the stage.
No, I wasn't talking about the mic. No, I had to feel hands.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I had to get up and. What's going on now? No, we cannot do this.
I was getting ready to swing. As soon as I got ready to go like this, she just.
Full Nelson, get up here. Come here, get in the bag. What are you doing?
Look, and the only thing I remember when I came to, I had my hand on Tawana's wig like this, and she was like, "Bitch,
It was all tight.
it's my wig, bitch. It's my wig. It's me, bitch.
But
it's my wig."
for me, I'm not going to
Right.
let my sister embarrass herself, not be professional.
I'm glad you did that.
Most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta
Most
be
of the time-
professional. Keep it all
Yes,
professional.
yes. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it was my job.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not. I'm as your sister. I cannot allow you to. You know what I'm saying? Because come out of character because that's what happened.
Yeah.
And I'm an animaniacs. Oh, it's an animaniacs.
So you know, if she had to stop me, then that tells
That's why we
you that
wanted
it
to
was
know.
That the situation was bad. The situation was
I
bad.
done checked bitches and still been in character. Like I done checked bitches with Miss Newman, but Miss Newman was gone at this point.
But there was Miss. I don't know. There was a deal.
And on that note,
Okay.
coffee and condoms.
So
2 fingers.
2 fingers.
We out. Yeah.
Right up.
Oh, it's
We
out.
had to hear that, man, because she said you was the calm voice. I said that Tawana the calm voice. So that Tawana was
Coffee and condoms.
So passive, woke up in the masses, the I was routed.